Hey Taurus, how y'all doing? Welcome. We're going to be taking a look at your first half of October general reading. So, in your meditation, short but sweet and very mysterious. I was taken to a monster truck rally in your meditation. Now, precursor, I've never been to a monster truck rally. Okay? I may be from the South, but I have never been to a monster truck rally. So, we're going to go with it though. So I'm at this monster truck rally, but I saw this monster truck, but there was no one else in the ring with it. Like it was in a race of a sort, but there was no one else that it was competing against, which is really interesting. So I saw this monster truck come around, and then I saw this beautiful golden eagle perched on the top of the monster truck, and it felt like the eagle was kind of like the equivalent of like in the ships where they used to have like the mermaid on the front mast. It was kind of like that. On the mast of the monster truck was this eagle. Now eagles are about, they're wheel of fortune energy, right? So they're about good luck, good fortune, expecting things to show up unexpectedly. They're also about a direct link to spirit, prophecy, being able to see things very clearly and being able to plan well because of that sight, right? And that was the meditation. So I did see the eagle like fly off towards the end, but it feels very powerful. It feels like heavy movement, forward motion. So, but it feels like there's a sense, and I feel like it's a bit cliche, but we'll go with it. There's a sense I get of blasting through obstacles because there's no one else in the ring with you. There's no one else to compete against. There's no one else to, get in the way as a blockage of what you're trying to do, where you're trying to go. It feels like the path is clear, but it feels like this monster truck aspect speaks to a certain level of power behind it. So yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and see what your cards say. Hey Taurus, let's go ahead and see what your animal energy is for the first half of October. Animal, oh, interesting. Another sign got this. Aries got this. Aries got this. Okay. So, got the bat energy here. So this is really interesting because this is death energy. This most closely relates to the death key in the tarot, which is about transformation, right? It's about endings and change and our relationship to change. And, with the bat energy as well, this does speak of shadow and light. We've got the full moon here. What's interesting about this as well is that we do have the full moon in Aries, on, I believe, October 9th of this month. So that does fall within the time frame that we're looking at. So I do feel like there's something in that for you. But why do I feel like in this context with this air energy, because we did get that eagle as well, that this is you sort of flying up and rising, and I'm hearing the word mounting because that eagle was like mounted on the monster truck. I feel like you are mounted in a way or about to like launch off in some way. But it feels like, here's the thing with Taurus energy, and let's think of bulls as well, right? There's this aspect of like accruing energy and building up and building up and building up and building up, and then having that just ready and then going, right? It's like you may take time to pick up speed or momentum, but then once you do, the impact is incredibly powerful. And that's what I'm getting with this bad energy here. It's really, really interesting. Scorpio energy. We are in the Libra season, but we're moving into Scorpio season. Feels really powerful is the word I'm searching for, Taurus. Let's see what's going on. Ooh. Wow, I had a feeling we were gonna get more than one. They were just like popping out here. Okay. Fascinating. We're using the Edgar Allan Poe deck today, so the imagery is going to be a bit, a bit morose, a bit darker, but I'm here for it. So here we have the Five of Pentacles here, and we have this man running off with the head of this guy. Really interesting. So Five of Pentacles, traditionally speaking, well, first of all, this is earth energy. You guys are earth signs, so you're showing up here off the bat. Five of Pentacles, it's interesting because the number 5 is the number of change. And we're talking about and looking at change with this bat energy and our relationship to change, right? So Five of Pentacles is feeling separate from what you want. It's feeling like you have somehow taken a wrong turn somewhere. and ended up on a path that is not yours. That is what Five of Pentacles is I'm outside. It's what do we say about this? It's like, you know, out in the cold, but really it's more about feeling separate from your own experience, feeling separate from where you desire to be, feeling separate from who you feel, you know, you are to be, right? From a soul perspective. So it's interesting here because this person is running off with this head, right? And leaving the body behind. And then we're looking at the death energy here with the bat. Right? We're witnessing this murder. You know, I do feel like in the running too, remember the monster truck, like really like rearing forward. I feel like there's an aspect to you that is going, okay, I'm going to cut and run and leave certain things behind that have been holding me back or I've been using, and I say this with love, as an excuse not to move forward with my own dreams or what I desire for myself, my health, my whatever this is for you, right? But we really can be, you know, professionals at getting in our own way, making excuses for ourselves as well. So sometimes if you remove those spokes from the wheel, then you allow it to start turning for you once again, right? Maybe that's part of the eagle energy as well, as being able to see clearly the ways in which you maybe haven't been acting in your own best interests or allowing aspects of your given circumstances to deter you or keep you encumbered in some way. And it's no judgment in it. We do this as humans all of the time. It's a kind of a similar vibe where it's like, you know, you have, let's take it back to school days, because why not? Like you had a paper due and then you decided that after like 3 months of letting the, you know, garage pile up with dust, you're like, you know what, I'm gonna clean that garage instead of doing this paper, because suddenly the garage is just of the utmost importance, right? It's the ways in which we like avoid and procrastinate, right, that deter us from it. So I feel like that is coming to an end with you, but I feel like part of it is that you're seeing it. You're being made aware of it in some way, shape, or form, right? And there's something inherent about the story that you tell yourself about this as well, right? I feel like you're going to be taking a good look, right, at how you can sort of optimize your situation, your life, your work, your relationships, your own wellness, whatever that is, that you can really move forward unencumbered, taking what's needed, the head here, and leaving the weight of the body behind. And that body, I feel like, is going to be different for everybody, but I feel like whatever that is, it's been keeping you stuck in some way or within a certain cycle, or not moving forward in the way that you really want to, right? This is you going, I don't want to have regrets, so I'm going to take the head and run, essentially. So then you have the Two of Wands here, which is brilliant. So Two of Wands is about your foundation. It's about getting your foundation right and strong, so that when the Three of Wands comes around and someone goes, hey, I want to be a part of what you're doing. Hey, I want to promote you. Hey, I want to collaborate with you. Hey, let me get in on this, right? Or let me give you advice or whatever it is. That it's ready, that it's prepared, right? Because there's no such thing as opportunity if you're not prepared for it. So that's what I feel like you're doing with this. I feel like you're going back to the drawing board around something, or you are revisiting something that you had already started. So the Ace of Wands has already happened at this point. You've already had this idea, you've had the source of inspiration, you've had the thought, you've made the vision board, whatever this is. And then you're going, okay, let me go back to this Two of Wands and relook at this foundation and really look at, you know, what I want to achieve with this or where I think it could go. I'm taking another look at this. Feels really important to say. But see how these people in the background fighting, and then there's these two people facing off. There is this element of, you may have to be this thief in the night where you have to really go, okay, like I'm not available right now. Like, you know, I just heard a funny, for anyone who's a parent, I just heard like, okay, like mommy's gonna have some me time. And like literally separating yourself and like going into the closet and like, you know, pulling out your laptop and being like, okay, I'm gonna make this work. Or whatever that is for you. This could be a work situation as well. You're going, okay, I'm gonna go work and you know, in an office down the hall that is really a broom closet, just to get my work done and separate myself from this because I really want to focus on this. It feels like you are freeing yourself from some sort of distraction or situation that has maybe been impeding your progress, okay? And good for you, because you're taking action around it, which is brilliant. It's one thing to wish for, it's another thing to move on it, and I feel like you're moving on it. Oh, Okay. Now this did come out in the reverse, but we're going to talk about this. So we have the 9 of Cups here. So what's really great about this is the wish fulfillment key. We're talking about being aware of it, making some changes, going back to the foundation and the drawing board, and then boom, you did end up with your wish fulfillment. I really like this, but here's what I'm getting from this, especially because it came out in the reverse. So you see these skulls here? Can you see this? You see these skulls here? What's that make you think of? Death, right? And then we have the death energy with the bat here as well. You know, I feel like there's an aspect to this that says be willing to reconsider like what that wish fulfillment looks like or what your dreams are. It's okay if they've changed. It's okay if you want something different. It's okay if you want to make some edits, or maybe the idea or what you were working towards before was just a stepping stone for something else that is going to be bigger and better, or more aligned to who you are now. I feel like there's been a time jump between when you initially began whatever this was, or in the early days of it, and where you are now. You're a different human now. You're in a different place. So I feel like there's a certain aspect of, you know, you realigning with it and going, okay, now where I'm showing up with this, who am I now? How am I different? And what do I want from this place? It's not recycling an old dream, it's rebirthing one. That's why I feel like this came up in the reverse. But it is 9 of Cups, it is wish fulfillment, and I really like that for you. She also looks quite thin to me, which is interesting because with the 9 of Cups, traditionally that speaks of like even, you know, tendency towards overindulgence, living the good life as it were, but maybe even overdoing it to excess. That's why I feel like this is more of, you know, rebirthing what was. And it feels really good because this feels like an aspect of the new you or something that's different. And it's in the light. Look how it's like shadow, 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 and then in the light. I really, really, really like this for you. Let's get some advice. Some advice for you, Taurus. I love it. Okay. So here we have the 6 of Swords. This is brilliant advice for you. I love this turtle energy, which is also about timing and movement and your pacing. There's really something about your pacing going on here. 6 of Swords is brilliant because it speaks of an inner state of peace, an inner calm, peace of mind, really brilliant. But it also speaks of having that inner peace during a time of transition, because 6 of Swords traditionally is like, you know, there's people in the boat and they're going off down, you know, the water, they're on a journey. So this is about, you know, feeling good and feeling like you have an equilibrium in the midst of a time of change, transition, movement, right? Traditionally, this can speak of a movement, moving over a body of water, traveling over a body of water, or really moving from one state of existence to another, especially as it concerns your mental state. Again, I feel like this is a new you. There's a transition and a change that has occurred within you. And it feels like it's either allowed you to build up the energy you need to move forward with whatever aspect of your life that this is referring to, right? That began with an Ace of Wands, or it's speaking to, you know, a part of you that is just different than you were before. And so you're able to come into this with a sort of, you know, shift mentally that's going to allow you to align with where you're going in a more balanced, peaceful, and joyful way, right? Turtle energy is also 4 of Wands energy, which speaks of celebration, happy home, and family, right? And I do feel like that's kind of an implied, you know, energy with this as well, where it's like when your foundation is strong, when your home foundation is strong, you feel like your home port is strong, your family, whatever that is for you, whatever is your stability point is strong, then you have this ability to move forward and go take risks and invite change and new challenges, right? So I do feel like there's an aspect of this as well with the 2 of Wands in your foundation and really seeing to that. Maybe this is making some shifts in your home life that allow you to propel forward and succeed in something else, or making changes in your work environment so you have more time to make some happy changes in your home life, because maybe your goals are more home related. Whatever this is for you, you're shifting around the foundation point and rebirthing whatever this desire is within you, or series of desires within you, from the place that you are now, which allows you to move forward unencumbered and feeling balanced and at peace while doing so. And it's really brilliant, Taurus. Really, really brilliant. Let's get an oracle. Feeling like this one. Yes. Oracle for Taurus. Oh my, listen, I love this deck. I use this deck all the time. This is one of my absolute favorites to get, maybe if not the best one you can get out of this deck, so I'm here for it. Oh, so we got number 6, the Diamond Dreamer, material wealth, true prosperity. Hello and goodbye. What we've been talking about. So first of all, number 6, we got the 6 and the 6 of swords. So that I love that for you. Material wealth, true prosperity. This is physicalizing your bounty. This is goodness and wealth and happiness and wish fulfillment. Hello, coming to you in a way that you can actually tangibly see, right? This is brilliant. I love this because remember we saw the monster truck and it was all very of the earth and physical, and then the eagle with the wheel of fortune, and then the material wealth, true prosperity. Follow this feeling, follow the path, because I feel like you're being aligned with really receiving a lot of this goodness. You're going to see happy movement on the other side of you taking action. It's like, oh, I take action. I make some shifts. I rebirth this dream. I rebirth this reality for myself. And as a result, boom, I'm in a very different place with a lot of goodness around me to be grateful for and enjoy, right? There is something physically tangible that you have the potential to pull, I kind of want to say like pull out of or birth, right? During this time. What is your dream? What do you truly desire? That's physical as well, right? If you were to leave the earth tomorrow, what would you regret not having done or not having made progress around? Something in that for you. And it feels really, really good. And I feel like it's connected as well to your soul purpose in a way that's here to experience success and leave your mark upon the world. And this just feels so, so good. And again, you can do this through, the family that you have and leaving a legacy for the kids. You can do this through the work that you do that's connected to your soul purpose, that is giving, something here on the earth that you're leaving behind you. It's just a lot of different things for different people. But either way, the way that he is looking at this piece of gold, it's like, yes, it feels really, really good, Taurus. Yes, get it, Taurus. I'm excited for you. With that being said, I am wishing you a most blessed first half of October. I so hope that this helps and resonates. If so, please let me know in the comments below. I love reading your comments. Please like, please share, please subscribe. I would so, so appreciate that. And with that being said, just thank you. Thank you so, so much for being here. And most of all, and as always, thank you. Thank you for being you. And be well. Until next time.